Welcome back, guys. Today I know I'm gonna be giving you guys like a little sit down talk with you, just give you guys updates about what was I doing when I was gone, like what happened with like the purchase of the car, how we got to that point basically. And I have some bad news for you guys. I know some of you guys already know about it, but mostly all the other people don't really know. I didn't really try to like post it online and stuff, just because it was kind of a little bit more personal towards me. So let's just get into it, and I'll start off with like the time frame of like maybe mid-June. I think that's the last time I posted before this past video. So the first thing is I got the S2000 shipped from home to here to California for like the 4th of July weekend, I believe. That's when I got here. It wasn't really that expensive. If you guys are planning on like shipping cars, you guys can hit me up, and I'll give you guys like the number that I got in contact with the people with. And it's really not that expensive, just depending on how big the car is, if it's drivable or not. I think that's like one of the major things defining the price on it. So with the S2000, once I got the car, I realized that it needed a lot more work than what I had originally thought it was going to need. I know the car was in bad condition, but it was just way worse than what I thought. The car just like kept turning off on me. There's body panels that need work on it. The interior looked a little bit rough. There was a lot of rust everywhere. But that's the point of the project car, to be able to rebuild from basically like scratch like that, and just be able to make it your own style and make the best of it. So for the S2000, it actually started breaking down a lot on me. Like it lasted like a week and a half before like the car just didn't turn on at all. I took a trip to LA, I believe it was that weekend. I want to go pick up some depot tail lights for the car. I wasted 400 and like change on it. Can't really remember the price on it, but I bought some depot tail lights for it, and then I drove it back. I came into my room to take a little break, and then I went back out to go install the lights. And then as soon as I went out, it just took a big dump on it. Nothing wanted to turn on, no dash lights, no nothing, no crank. And my first thought was, like probably just the alternator. So I replaced the alternator, and it worked for a week, and then the same problem just came back up. So what I did was I just sent it to a mechanic, because of work. I didn't really have that much time throughout the week, and on the weekends I kind of just honestly just slept a lot. Wasn't really doing much on the weekends due to the fact that I was like sleeping. So I just felt like, because of my time management that I was doing at the moment, it was really bad. So I knew I could just send the car like somewhere else, get it fixed, and then just like pay the mechanic whatever the fee was. It wasn't really that bad. I think he only charged me like 100, and like basically the 100 it was of the alternator. So he hooked that up pretty good. Nice guy. So as soon as I started seeing that the car needed a lot more work than just like cosmetics, I knew it was gonna need a lot of like engine repairs. There was a quiet ticking noise on it. Once the car was like in neutral or like at a stopping point, you could actually hear it. But as soon as we started like rolling away, the noise would go away. I was hearing a lot from different people that it was a rod knock, but me explaining to the fact that it would go away as soon as I would drive, or like the RPMs would rise to like probably 2,000, 3,000, around there, that range. The noise would go away. So once, if you guys don't know, a rod knock, it would just like increase the noise on it. But I started reading a lot more on it, and I realized that it was a TCT failure. TCT stands for timing chain tensioner failure. So it's just pretty common on those cars once like the mileage starts going up. So I wasn't really that worried about it, but just like I had previously said, it was needing a lot more work than what I thought. So I personally thought that the car you could just go to someone else that actually had the time for it. It was a very big decision that I decided to take. I love that car, like I've told you guys previously. I believe my brother bought it 2016, 2017, around that area, and then he actually gave it to me as a high school graduation gift, and then I ended up selling it, which I think is probably a shame, but hopefully in the future I can probably purchase another one and actually build that one. So once I decided I was gonna sell the car, I knew I was gonna need another car. So I started looking into cars, and I've always loved the Mitsubishi Evos, especially the 9. It's just, I don't know, it's just something about it. Maybe the 1-year production and just how the demand is so high on it. Probably, you know, could have gone with the 8, but either one, I was looking mostly on the 8s to 9s. The 10s, I'm not that much of a big fan, but I still love the car. I think the 9 is the one that I really like the most. My cousin does have an 8, I believe, and then his build is insane. If you guys want to check him out, Eric Cifuentes, I'll probably link him down below. He actually helped me a lot deciding which one was best, 8 or the 9, and just depending if I want the MR, like the type of model series it is. It's either the MR, the GSR, the SSL, the RS, I believe, and then the regular SE, or the MR SE, which is probably one of the rarest. But he just helped me a lot with it, and has now been helping me a lot with it too. And he's just an inspiration for me, so I can actually build my car, and hopefully once I'm out, I can take my car back home, you know, have a little dispute on it to see is the better one. Hopefully by that point I can be running as much horsepower as he is. I know right now he's probably running a lot. I can't really remember the numbers that he told me, but on to the next thing. Alright guys, so probably the next thing I would like to talk about is I was actually up for meritorious promotion for the month. I believe it was going to be for the month of August 2nd. That's when meritorious promotions are held. My NCOs for night crew, they thought that I was putting in the good work and showing leadership and initiative skills. I was learning my job pretty quick. I was on top of things. Like how I told you guys, I was going into work a little bit earlier, staying a little bit later, and I guess they finally noticed it. So I believe it was like late July, that's when they told me, and they showed me my meritorious package, and I loved it. I honestly didn't think they thought of me like that, but I think hard work does pay off. They have told me that they were going to push it as much as possible, hoping that I got it. If you guys don't know, during that time frame, I was the only PFC in the shop for like 5 months probably. I recently just picked up E3 in September. Something pretty good, honestly. Finally can be able to get a composite score, so I can be up for meritorious promotions. I'm not gonna stop now. So I actually do have a CFT coming up. So wish me luck on that. Gonna be aiming for 300, but I haven't really been putting in that much of a workout for it, but that's always the goal, 300. Like if you guys remember, talking about my previous NCOs, like Corporal Chavez, if you guys remember him, he actually got moved to 169, and we got a different corporal. His name is Corporal Bailing. He's a CDQAR, and he's really good, honestly. I think he's one of the hardest workers, hardest working quals I have ever seen. No disrespect to anyone else, but it's just something that I've seen, and I think he's pretty good on that. Alright, so I think it's time for the really big news. If you guys aren't aware of it, I was in a car accident believe October 5th, with my friend Garcia. He's actually someone that I've been working with a lot, with my cars, and like me helping him helping me. He actually went with me with the purchase of the car and everything, but I was driving the Evo 9 back to the squadron actually, to be able to fix a Honda that I had purchased as well. But it was probably around 2100 or 9 o'clock. We were coming back through Vandergrift. If you guys aren't aware, during the base of our base, that's just like one of the main roads that we have, and there's a lot of fog during nighttime and like early in the morning because of how close we are to like the ocean. So we were driving, and then it was pretty foggy, so we couldn't really see much of ahead of us, and I wasn't even really speeding. I was probably going like 60 miles an hour, and then out of nowhere we just see a deer pop up probably like 10-12 feet ahead of us, and there was nothing I could really do. If I tried swerving, I was probably gonna flip the car, and just like I'd rather just hit the deer straight on and just let everything take its course. But it ended up damaging the car pretty well. No one was hurt. Garcia was fine. I was fine. That was one of the major things I was mostly worried about. But the car did take some hood damage. I wasn't able to lift up the hood. The front bumper was messed up. I think the radiator cracked. I think it's the driver's side headlight was all cracked. There was blood all over the hood. There was some fur, and then we came to a stopping point. Once we hit the deer, there was starting smoke to come out of the car. The airbags didn't come out, which was actually something I was really relieved. The airbags didn't come out, and then we turned off the car as soon as possible, and there's actually someone right behind us, and they were actually able to swerve in time, and then they stopped, helped us, asked us if we were fine, everything. Gave my friend Garcia a ride back to the barracks to be able to pick up his car. He drives a Miata, and be able to come back, so just in case of anything, he could be able to still have his car and all. So the first thing, I called PMO. If you guys don't know what PMO is, it's basically the military police for like on base for us, and they came, they did a report and everything. I didn't turn on the car after that point. I got in contact with my insurance the next day. They actually helped me a lot. If you guys don't know, I have AAA. I recently just got it as well. So since I had just recently got it, it just took a little bit longer of a process. But as you guys probably saw on my social media, the car is at a body shop now, and I'll be probably showing you guys a little clip of it again in case you guys didn't see it on my Snapchat. I took the car. I ended up deciding between Diamond Motors in San Diego or SOS Customs in here in Oceanside. I just ended up going with SOS Customs because I was hearing a lot more good feedback from it. No disrespect to Diamond Motors, I know they're really good and everything, but I also did it because it's in Oceanside, and Oceanside's like the city right outside of our base. So just it being so close to me, I felt a lot more comfortable with it. And if you guys aren't aware of it, SOS Customs is really known with like YouTubers and stuff, and they do a lot of like upholstery as well and bodywork. If you guys don't know, I believe it's TJ Hunt, Dustin Williams. I know his friend Sean has gone there too. Throttle has gone there too. They just do a lot of like big projects for like a lot of important people, and I feel like if they keep going to them, then it must be for a reason. I talked to Oscar, and then I talked to Saul as well, and I actually met someone that was pretty cool. He's retired military. His name is Jay Shells. He pretty cool guy. He had a Ferrari, I believe he had a 240, a Porsche. He has like a Volkswagen bus looking type of car. I think he has an Audi wagon. He's pretty well known with YouTubers as well. But I took the car, and the car is on the lift now, and they will be sending the pictures to the insurance so that the insurance can be giving them the estimate and everything. Hopefully they still are able to repair it and isn't considered totaled, which I doubt it, but you may never know with like insurances and stuff. But all right, enough of me talking. I know you guys want to see the car, just see all the damage on it. I'll be posting it up with this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.
So this fucking blood, fucking fur. Nigga, there's blood in the headlight. It leaked. It broke the fucking radiator. This side's but we can't even open the fucking hood because it's fucking folded. This shit came off.
I should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where.
Who would have ever thought I would bring her here?